Hello there, and welcome to Mono Blue Week, a special series where I post a new deck tech each day, starting with the most friendly and casual builds, and then day by day progressing to stuff that are a bit more me. Mono Blue Week Day 6. Emry, Lurker of the Loch. Emry is 2 and a blue for 1/2 blue Merfolk Wizard that reduces its cost by 1 for each artifact we control, also known as Affinity for Artifacts in the good old days. She also has an ETB that mills for 4, but her most interesting ability is the activated one, where we can tap her and choose an artifact card in the yard. Until end of turn, we may cast that card. Generally there are 2 ways to build Emry, the value path and the combo path, which means there is only one way to build Emry, and that is graveyard combo based strategy with, you guessed it, Storm finish. I love Storm. The main strategy of the deck revolves around the interaction with Mirror Spy, who untaps target creature whenever we cast an artifact, along with one of 2 finishers, Etherfox Reservoir or Laboratory Maniac. As you see, both of these need setup, which comes through cheap artifacts that can be replayed multiple times and then sacrificed for value. Each time we sack and replay them, Mirror Spy will untap Emry and will rinse and repeat. Those include Mishra's Bauble, Urza's Bauble and Tormod's Script, that don't require mana reduction, but have the drawback that they don't draw cards immediately or in the case of the Crypt at all. As such, they need either Reservoir or Maniac already on the field, in which case we can win either immediately or at the beginning of the next upkeep. Excluding this situation, they should be considered as value options to draw cards or clear yards, or even milk maximum value with cards like Master Top Tourist or Mirrodin Besieged in the first mode to cushion our life total with an assailable army of tokens. Note that since we mill quite a lot, Mirrodin Besieged may also be played in second mode to start mowing people down one by one. When paired with effects that reduce mana cost of artifacts, Chromatic Sphere, Chromatic Star and even Command Sphere can draw the entire deck on their own and leave some mana behind, in the case of the sphere possibly even near infinite amount. Conjurer's Bauble works in a similar way, with the added benefit that we may recycle cards from our yard, which is very relevant in case something bad happens to Mirror Spy, in which case we have to rely on our second win condition, Mindslaver. If you haven't already downvoted and unsubscribed, let us move to the rest of the deck. As is normal for a combo strategy, a large portion of the deck is dedicated to supporting Emry's abilities, whose main aspects require haste for our commander, cost reduction for our artifacts, and graveyard full of goodies. This is achieved through cards like Crushing Drawbridge, Lightning Greaves and Swiftfoot Boots, Pausanier Elixir, and of course Hove the Bandit Lord. In terms of artifact cost reduction, we play almost all available options: Cloud Key, Eternium Sculptor, Foundry Inspector, Jorah's Familiar, and Semblance Anvil. I deliberately chose not to run Helm of Awakening. I play it in my Jorah deck, which has a somewhat similar strategy, but I feel that this build isn't as fast and it could speed up opponents by an unwanted amount. Apart from Emry's ETB, the yard will be filled by Codex Shredder, Perpetual Timepiece, and Want of Vertebrae. As you see, all of those cards have a very neat bonus ability: to shuffle a card that maybe could be Mirror Spy from the yard back in the deck. I also run Search for Ascanta, which can either mill us for 1 or flip into a land. The incidental draw spells that aren't artifact based also discard cards. Those include Charter Course, Compulsive Research, Frantic Search, Thirst for Discovery, Thirst for Knowledge, and Thirst for Meaning. We may be all about that yard, no trouble, but playing Tutors in a combo strategy is always best in slot. For this build I chose Expedition Map, to feign mainly Hove the Bandit Lord, Urza Saga and Trinket Mage, to grab any 0 or 1 mana combo piece, Trophy Mage, for 3 mana artifacts, and Drift of Phantasm for the basket in which we have put all our eggs, also known as Mirren Spy. Wheel of Invention, Reshape, and Tezzeret the Seeker can grab anything, from early ramp like Artifact Lens or Sol Ring, to combo pieces. For interaction I chose a lot of already familiar spells like Arcane Denial, Counterspell, Memory Lapse, Negate, Stoic Rebuttal, and Test of Talents. Single target remove is dedicated to Capsize, Demolition Field, Meteor Golem, and Spine of Fish-Sa, as well as Pongify and Rapid Hybridization. On mass removal duty are Blast Zone, Aetherize, Aether Gale, Engulf the Shore, Spectral Deluge, and Wash Out. Moving to the mana, the ramp spells include Sol Ring, Wayfarer's Bauble, Arcane Signet, Mindstone, Sky Diamond, Star Compass, Fort Vessel, War on Powerstone, as well as the Celestus, which can also cycle some cards to fill the yard, and Stone Speaker Crystal, which can double as repeatable although expensive graveyard hate. For lands I chose Academy Ruins and Buried Ruin for an extra recursion of artifacts, Haunted Fengraf for recursion of the one and only Mirren Spy, Phyrexia's Core to get stuff in the yard for replay value, the 3 artifact lands Darksteel Citadel, Seat of the Synod, Treasure Vault, and of course 23 islands for a total of 34 land cards. All that is left to talk about is the cookie scale rating, which is a 7. Hope to see you again tomorrow for the finale of this mini-series. It will be exciting, it will be grand, but above all, it will be for the glory of Phyrexia. As always, thank you for watching. Cheers!